was very much a fight and survive kind of match where if you pause for even a moment, you could risk your life instantly. In this, I think it's going to be much less paintball and much more chess, if that makes sense.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, and speaking of, I am loving the opening. Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
They know the method. Optimal stalling, and oh no, that misdrop on Turtle's side. They were not ready to eat that 35. And that's going to be first point to Ellie.
Yeah, absolutely. As they take the first one, that was a perfect display of exactly what I was talking about. Both players sorely aware of the board state of the other, which means it is going to be all about building up that surge and sending at the right time. And we are seeing immediately the endless stream of all spin singles.
Yeah,
That's
both of these players
classic.
very good at all spin, so we're gonna see
yeah.
a lot of swag solutions in this set.
They saw Surge got added to the game, and they plan to make full use of it, alright? This is going to be the next-gen play that would have absolutely... You show this to someone who's watching Season 1 rules, they have no idea what's going on. But you show it right now, and that's 250 APM, 2-0 in favor of Ellie.
This is just reminding me of, like, the bit where it's like, okay, show this to a Victorian child, see how they'll react.
Yeah.
Show this to a Season 1 name.
Okay, and here we go. The PC!
The PC comes out
in
from
the year
Ellie,
of our
another
Lord,
one.
2025?
It's gonna kill? In the big
My
Season
goodness
2?
gracious. 3-0 off the opener gaming.
Never mind, I think they'll understand that one.
Yeah, the Victorian child locked back in said, oh, I know this one. Oh no, and I know this one. I'm intimately familiar with that. That was a misdrop and a big one. But I'm going to find a great down stack, honestly. Oh, and the dono as well opens up the well. Great counting job, but unfortunately, I've been counting too, and that number on Turtle's board I see just keeps going up and up. Sends a big surge. 15 spike as well, but going to be lived, and now it is the opportunity if you can downstack enough to send a counter spike, but maybe not enough. And yeah, the 8 already back online. Turtle recovers quickly, builds up another surge, and gets a point on the board.
And that round is just a really good showing of what exactly the dynamic of this set is going to be. Both of these players are very similar in terms of their surge potential, and it's just going to be a matter of finding those power positions more. And Turtle figured that out.
God,
and is just trying to cycle these small surges as much as they possibly can.
Okay, I don't know if it was noticed, but Ellie built up a TST tower and then got the perfect garbage under the TST tower. That was absolutely disgusting. And
the
that
swag
is...
tower plus.
Oh no, Icarus. This might be an Icarus gaming moment. Is it?
They have cycle.
Do they?
Oh, this one's gonna be pretty tough though. But Turtle doesn't actually have any pressure at the moment. They're trying to just equalize their board state. And that's all Ellie needed to survive the initial, but they're not able to survive the follow-up. And that's gonna be a second round for Turtle.
A misdrop into barely survive cycle. The Sisyphean gameplay happening right now. You downstack, you get back up. You downstack, you get back up. There's just no escape.
And yeah, we're gonna see that in full swing right now. Forced to use their eyepiece on a not quad. And Turtle's gonna tie up this game.
What was a far and away commanding lead has now turned into a tie game in a blink of an eye. And now, we may have the potential for a lead change. Ooh, very creative spin setups happening right now.
Yeah, I only did a creative. These, I was gonna say these fixes look pretty nice, but unfortunately, he had to slow down a little bit too much just to find them, and Turtle was able to take advantage and take the lead.
Yeah, that's the sort of double-edged sword of all-spinning, because you might have the braziest setups, you might have the biggest surges, but you also might have the hardest time finding a way out at a key moment. Whereas Jonathan T-Spin says, oh, I don't have a T-Spin? I'm out, and is back down.
I'm gone.
Oh my, 21. What a spike out of nowhere from Turtle. Didn't have that much surge, but manages to pull something out of nothing there, getting an amazing sequence of attacks coinciding with the surge to find the extra bit of damage needed to take that round.
Yeah, supporting that surge makes it look a lot more lethal than it already is, and that is a necessity at this level of play.
Absolutely. And speaking of necessity, it is needed that Turtle finds a way to send this surge now more than ever, because it might be a bit of catch-up that we're seeing right now. Yep, it seems like they're gonna be out. Oh no, the misdrop! I was going to say, it seems like Ellie's fully recovered, but that was a very, very crucial time to make a mistake. But yeah, finds a nice fix again there. Covering the well a little bit in the process, but managing to find another way out and open up for that clean garbage. And we are back to a neutral.
They have so much pressure at their disposal, all the way up to 18.
I see your neutral position, and I raise you instant death. Are we gonna see it?
And Turtle is just running away with the momentum at the moment. Gonna see that early O mirror. And Ellie's going for the swag
TST tower. Here we go. Not the garbage of the gods this time, but does find a nice spike out of it. Turtle ready to cancel though, sends all the way to the top. And for once, a time when you do not want eyepieces, got caught unawares with the double long bar. And that is going to be more than enough for Turtle to take the kill.
He's gonna have to look for some adjustment of their game plan here. Gonna take their C-spin earlier. And they're gonna do a lot of all minis to just build their surge over the relentless pressure option.
Crazy that there was like a 30 spike on both sides and the result was like 3 lines of garbage. Oh no! Yeah. That eyepiece!
No!
That was
they
like
had
the
the 180
piece.
TSS and it was like so cool. But that eyepiece is just gonna seal the fate, they already know. And both players taking their C-spin at roughly the same time. Turtle's gonna choose to tank first. Ellie's gonna have that surge advantage, but Turtle's not too far behind. But because Ellie's sending minis, that means that Turtle's not gonna have that much clean to work with. Ellie sends over a 32. Turtle's able to cycle their first eyepiece. They're looking for the second, but not able to find their well access. And Ellie has put a stop to that momentum.
Absolutely not going to let the lead expand any more than it already has. And we've seen that surge can be all the difference that is needed. If you're able to get into your zone and actually build up the necessary deficit that your opponent can't match in a matter of moments, that can be all you need. And as we're seeing right now, support goes a long way in making it a much more lethal attack, coming back from the beginning of the match here, 5-8. As now, it is Ellie's turn to put on the pressure.
One thing I find very interesting is that after the opener phase has ended, you'll see Turtle play a lot more defensively. You see a lot more tanks from Turtle to make sure that their spikes are just that much more lethal. But at the same time, it's a very risky game plan, and Ellie is starting to take advantage of that. Starting to see that point go higher.
Yeah, we're going to see if Turtle can take advantage of the unfortunate stack that is Ellie's right now. Yup, you can see the exact moment when it was noticed and the exact moment when it was capitalized on. Turtle looked over and said, "Oh, you misdropped him?" And then killed you. Here we go.
Alright, now at 9-5. Seeing the... Oh, I was gonna say mirrored C-spins, but Ellie does have that alternate solution with that TST tower.
Yeah, loving the TST tower, and honestly, been getting away with it very cleanly so far. It's just been a matter of capitalizing afterwards. And capitalize, they will. 46.
Lives the initial. Has to use their eye and not their well. And we're back at the nice scoreline.
And a nice down stack attempt it was. Turtle barely dying to that insane amount of damage. Just a test.
Living that initial is insane.
Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous right now. Oh my. And speaking of ridiculous, this is a ridiculous amount of pressure that's about to come from Ellie's board, is what I would say before that misdrop. Oh, but finds a way out.
Needs a second, but it's one piece too far, and that's going to be match point Turtle.
This is a roller coaster. At any moment, it swaps who's in control and who is about to die. No player able to hold on to a significant surge lead or a significant stack advantage for more than a few moments in this match. And that is just keeping everyone on their toes. Turtle is really committed.
As well as possible.
Yeah, this is great
which
garbage.
Breaks their surge. Turtle gets to their clean first. Testing the waters with these sends.
Yeah, bit of an awkward stack, but does manage to resolve it. Oh, we're seeing Ellie with a bit of cheese right now. This could prove to be lethal if it's not dealt with, but they managed to open up the well there. But this minus 17 means that they may have taken too long to do it. Accidentally misdrops the O, and then the S. That's 2 in a row, and that may be 2 more than you can afford. Yes, it is. Finds the down stack there, but even that is not going to be enough. Turtle takes it over Ellie.
The timing from Turtle in the course of that entire set was just ridiculous. Like, their knowledge for just surge maintenance. Because, like, a lot of people would see, oh yeah, my opponent is high, I'm just gonna break it. Turtle knows I don't have kill power here, I need to wait for, like, 5 engagements down, and it works out.
Exactly. Not to use the M word here, but the macro play that we have seen in this set was absolutely stellar.